So I just want to do a very quick review of your website here. So if I type in search terms like criminal lawyer or Auckland lawyer, I find your website's coming up, and some of them are on paid advertising, which means that you've got a real strong vested interest. So we're just going to go through some of these points now. So let's have a look here. You got this page here, which is Insight Legal. So we're looking at, does it capture my attention, and are they giving something in way of value for free? Are they easy to contact? Are they showing testimonials? Are they establishing trust and credibility? It's a very difficult website to read. That grey's kind of blending in there. The font is very small, size 14 or even 16 I like to recommend. It's so much easier on the eye to read. Now that's difficult to read with that. It just looks like a very dated kind of website, so it's not giving me that right look and feel. So maybe this was done quite a while ago. So as you can see, there's no headlines and all that stuff. There's no lead capture system. That's what we're getting at here. So let's keep moving on through these ones. Turner Hopkins, good to have a face to the business, so I can see, he's put himself forward there. Easy to contact, send an inquiry. Now it's all about building up that trust and credibility. So that's not actually the page. The page you'd land on. Let's go back to the home page. So we're on the home page now. So trusted for over 85 years. Easy to contact. And okay, stuff here. Fairly easy to navigate, but it's just really hasn't got a headline like it's got "Welcome to Turner Hopkins." Like we already know we're there. This is your prime real estate. So you really want to have a headline here, engaging in the conversation going on in people's minds, and you want to be trying to establish trust and credibility. But I can't see any elements really doing that, like with testimonials, or there's a video that was on the About Us page, so you have to dig into that. I'd potentially bring that onto the front page, because video is one of the fastest way for building trust and credibility. There's no lead capture system, nothing giving away a valuable free report or valuable information. Okay, so we'll jump on to the next one. So you've only got a few seconds to grab someone's attention. So you've got Patrick McGrath and Auckland Barrister. Very old looking website, once again very small font. Every time you have white font on a dark background, it's generally hard for a lot of people to read, so it's not a good choice. And at least you got a face, a face of the business there. It looks very approachable, because you, like I say, people feel intimidated when they come across lawyers and barristers, so you want to bring down that barrier and make yourself approachable. And that's why video can be so good, because they can hear you, they can get to hear your voice, they get to see you, and you build up those know, like, and trust factors very quickly. And on here, once again, no headline. You've got a phone number, be small. Okay, the phone number's there. You've got no lead capture system. You're not giving anything of value away. There's no testimonials that I can see. So you're potentially paying for traffic to come to the site and advertising your business, but you're not capturing that business, when 95% of the market are actually in research phase, just seeing which one they want to go to. Okay, so Karen Harding, it's much clearer, like a very good number there, easy to call. It's got a picture of her here, and we know it's Karen Harding. But really, here we are, it's engaging in the conversation. Are you facing a court appearance for a criminal charge or driving offence? Do you need a limited licence? So this is kind of engaging with them already, which is great, but the idea of this is to get them to read more on the pages. And once again, you want to see fee structure, you want to see testimonials. So what do we got here? Okay, so you want to see testimonials on here. You want to give away something of value as well. Video is also going to be really good, especially if you're putting yourself here. She's making a real effort to put herself forward using a video. And you've got case studies as well. So whatever really sells and builds up that trust and credibility, and I imagine case studies does a really good job of that. Have a button on here and things. There's a number of things you can change on here to make this work much more effectively. I've got the Property Law Centre. This, once again, this site looks very, very old. And the reason I'm actually showing these websites is because all of these are being found on paid advertising services. So I know that every business here has a vested interest to get more returns, like any business should, to get more phone calls and more inquiries and more people in your funnel, and that's what we call it in the marketing world. And to be able to get people into your funnel, you want to have a wide appeal by having something of value that can get people into a system for you, because people take a little while to do their research. And once again, no headline. There's a lot of wasted space here. The Property Law Centre. There's no headline, no lead capture system, no testimonials that I can see, no video, no people, no face to the business. So there's, all those elements are missing. There's definitely no USP as we look across these as well. It's all the company's name. It's not like the #1 experts in legal advice for a specific field. There's no specialisation. Call us now. Okay. Photos. Click here to contact us, so it's all premature. Like we talked about the dating analogy, this is all, you'll want those little steps first, which is show me that you're trusted and credible, and show me a video. Really let me engage with your services. Show me something of value up front, and what are other people saying? There's no testimonials that I can see right there. And you've only got a few seconds to grab someone's attention. Byron Legal Chambers, barristers. Once again, this is very, very poor website. This is really small print, and that's all to the website. 2008. It looks very, very old, and it's not really. It definitely doesn't have any of those factors. And the thing is, I wouldn't be talking about these sites if they weren't paying for advertising to come to their, trying to get visitors to their website and increase their business. And there's no headline here, there's no good use of images, there's no photos, there's no testimonials, no free report, there's no USP, there's nothing going on there at all, which is exciting for these businesses because this can change everything by getting these right. And now we've got Carl Trotter, so you can see an image, so he's got a face to the business there. That's probably wasted space. I'd have a much bigger phone number up in the right hand corner and get rid of those. Talk to Carl Trotter, so this is just submitting a query straight away without really, when you're in research phase, you want to get more information here. Be better off giving a free valuable report. Video would be good on the front here. He's already put himself up front. Have a video here why people should contact him. No testimonials, and none of those things going on once again. Very small print, very hard to read. You want to make it really easy for people. And so what do you want people to do when they come to this page? Do you want them to fill out this, or do you want them to call this, or click here? You want to make that path really clear. I can guarantee it will change your business. So anyway, we'll head back to the slides. So we just saw then that there are a number of opportunities. I didn't find one website at all, and I just went through the whole list of PPC and a number of the main advertisers in the yellow pages, and none of them have any of the conversion elements. And as I've discussed earlier, the whole formula is traffic plus conversion equals money. And if you're only going to be spending money on the traffic, like getting people from yellow pages or from paid pay-per-click listing, and you haven't got the right conversion elements, it's a complete waste of money. You're better off giving it to your best charity. So here's the deal. I really want to help you out, and it's virtually impossible for you to learn all of the skills that my team and I have mastered over the last 10 years. Now, you're a professional in your industry, and I can imagine that takes a lot of time and effort and education on your part in order for you to be the expert there. So I wouldn't expect you to be learning all this information as well, because we actually do the heavy lifting for you so you can focus on running your business. Now the thing is, we want to build for you a predictable, repeatable and profitable lead conversion system. And these are invaluable to your business and extremely valuable when it comes to selling your business. So if you've got a way to get leads in and get hot inquiries actually contacting you, and then you can spend a lot of your quality time, and the time being the most valuable asset we have, in talking with people that really need your services, you've got a much better business model. And if you were to master the skills yourself, you can have a quick look here and see what's involved. You've got web development, you've got IT stuff, you've got human psychology, like trying to understand copywriting and sales. You've got, autoresponder setup, Optum form generation, pay-per-click mastery, Google Plus local setup, mobile websites, reputation marketing, and there's so much more we could be talking about. But we cover all these bases. And just to reiterate on that mobile websites point, a lot of websites aren't optimized for mobile, and that is a huge thing right now. I'm just going to show you what a mobile optimized site looks like, because these are actually called fat finger ready websites. This is so different to something. Let's pull this up like this. You got this experience versus someone arriving onto a page with a nice tap here to call us, tap here to find us, because if someone's on a mobile, they want to know this information generally, how to call someone, how to find them. And then you got home, personalized, very easy navigation bar. What's the call to action here? Click here to apply now. and then you can put your information on there. So it's very, very clear of what you want someone to do, rather than them, the user getting frustrated trying to navigate your page, or pinching the screen and twisting it and turning it just to find out the information they want. So we need to talk, and if you can see value in the videos that I've presented to you, we can have a look at what you've got, and really go in deep and see how we can help you out. And I understand that you're generally too busy working on your business, doing the things that you need to do. So I want to assure you that we do the heavy lifting for you. That's where we're different. So simple changes can make huge differences. And as you saw in those examples, the great news is that a lot of these websites that aren't optimized, when you actually change it and get them optimized, it's going to mean a lot to your business. And we only want to work with one business in your area, because it's not fair if we kind of replicate this model across different businesses in the same area. So you can give me a call on 09 236 3346, or send an email to webmarketinghelpnz@gmail. Or you can send an email to webmarketinghelp at. So if you can call me now on 09 236 3346, or send an email to webmarketinghelpnz@gmail.com. I just want to quickly go over something else. Like, you can end this video now if you want, but I thought this was really important because I talk to businesses all the time and look at the statistics. And here's one of those statistics: only 5% of business people will not be dependent on the government. So why is that? Why are so many people running these businesses in New Zealand and still going to be dependent on the government in their retirement? Now, it's because, a lot of businesses aren't built with the end in mind, and when you're older, you're going to have much greater needs for spending money on your health, and the healthiest people will have the luxury of being able to do that. They'll be able to get operations when they want. They'll be able to maintain their health. They'll be able to afford the new super pills for longevity. Now, I can assure you, these pills are out there. They're very expensive, and I do a lot of research into health and nutrition, and 20% of the money spent in retirement is actually on alternative health. So that's a huge, huge market. Now, who would want to buy your business? Like, why would your business be attractive to someone anyway? How could you potentially make it attractive to an end buyer rather than just closing the doors, which a lot of businesses sadly do after spending all the years, time, energy, effort, money, time away from your family and loved ones, only to give away the business or close the door? So think about what makes your business attractive, and it's what we're talking about here, having those conversion elements and having the proper marketing systems in place. So once again, we have a free limited time offer. Now, trust is a new currency, and there's no better way to communicate this than through video. So what I want to offer to you is we're doing an expert interview using Google's Hangout technology, and this will position you as the expert and build up your trust and credibility. Now, this has got a real value of $997. And also we'll do a website audit, including a website video review, where we'll actually go in depth with your website, talking about how we can improve it. And we'll also do competition and keyword analysis, so we can really understand your competitive industry and what you need to do and what strategies are best for you to dominate your market. And this offer is strictly limited, as I mentioned earlier, as it can only work with one business in your area. So it works on a first come, first served basis, as long as there's a good fit between us. So once again, you can call me now, so we can actually put your predictable, repeatable and profitable system in place where you have educated and motivated leads who actually contact you and make your marketing systems an asset to your business. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I'd really look forward to talking with you and discussing this further, so we can find out more about you and your business and your business goals and see how we can help you get there. So anyway, bye for now, and I'll speak to you soon.